Ian, do you know the difference between albacore and bluefin tuna?
No, I do not.
You don't? Like, one's like way bigger. Like bluefin are like really big, and the albacore are like kind of tiny. They have like a different design on their back, or different like patterning, and they're like way smaller. And albacore are like, when you go to the store and you get like canned tuna, it's generally albacore because I don't know, the meat's lower quality. It lends itself to being mulched, right? So I have a story for you about two tuna, one bluefin and another albacore. And way off the East Coast, around Maine, they actually found an unlikely partnership. They made very good hunting buddies. The albacore would spot things for the bluefin. The bluefin was rather old. It had a scarred eye that didn't work. So the albacore watched that bluefin's blind side. And the bluefin, well, it had all the power in the world. You know, bluefin is maybe the most powerful fish on the planet. Well, one day, they were both, they were hunting, and the albacore said, "Look on the surface, it looks like a herring." And so the bluefin locked on with her one good eye and saw what looked to be a herring on the surface of the water. And with all the great athleticism of a purely wild creature, the bluefin tuna shot out like a rocket and broke the surface and bit onto what looked like a herring on the surface of the water. Jumped 10 feet clear of the surface. During that leap, the bluefin caught a glimpse of a boat and at the same time felt a sharp sting in her mouth. She went back under the water and tried to swim off and found that she was being pulled by the herring. It turns out it wasn't a herring, it was actually a fisherman's lure. And so maybe for 2 or 3 hours, this bluefin tried her absolute best to get away, to break the line, to do whatever she could. But eventually, she found herself on a fisherman's boat. And the albacore, in a wild panic, ended up getting himself caught in a net and ending up on the same fisherman's boat.
Fuck, man.
So there they were, the bluefin hanging by a scale, the albacore on the deck, surrounded by hungry fishermen. And the bluefin said, "Well, you've got us. May I at least know what you're going to do to me?" And the fishermen were very respectful. And they said, "Well, we're going to kill you. We're going to have to kill you. And we're going to sell you. But we're going to sell you to the finest fish markets off the coast. And you're going to end up in the highest quality restaurants. And your meat will be taken care of and cherished and enjoyed to the fullest extent." The bluefin, well, she wasn't exactly happy at the news, but she at least appreciated the care that was going to be put into her flesh. And the albacore asked, "Well, can I at least know what you're going to do to me?" The fisherman said, "I don't know, can you?" I don't know, can you?
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah. Why do all your jokes take
Not all. That's honestly. I only have those two that are really long.
that are really long?
Yeah.
I don't know, can you? That's pretty good. All right, I have a joke that I wrote myself.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wrote this one myself. This one was all me. Should I claim that or? Yeah, I think so.
I don't care. It's free and open source.
As a kid, I didn't quite get the difference between simile and metaphor. As an adult, I'm a mad scientist with that shit. Yeah, I'm like an alchemist with that shit.
Nice. That's clever.
Isn't that clever?
That's wordplay.
Because, you know, like a
explain it.
simile and a metaphor, they mean something, and, you know, and then I read the second part, so.
Because you know what a simile is.
Sure do. It means when you say a thing, but you don't mean that thing. You mean a different thing, but it's all the same thing.
Not really.
That's pretty close.
But that's fine anyway. How's it going? Are you employed?
I start on Monday, bitches. I got employed.
Shit.
And it was actually because of this podcast.
No way.
No, absolutely not.
No way.
Why would anything... No. Nobody listens.
You're going to not be employed next week.
Yeah, if somebody
listens
listens to this, then I'm going to be not employed. I'm not even going to shout out my employers.
Shouts out to Ian's cool blue-collar co-workers.
Yeah,
right,
dude,
blue-collar?
I mean, their colors are all sorts of colors.
Mm-hmm.
But generally blue. Yeah, I have some corrections to put on the books.
You looked some stuff up.
I looked some stuff up. I don't remember the context.
Yeah,
so
that's not a problem.
I'm just going to read them out, and you guys are just going to have to go back and figure it out. So the peak horse population was somewhere in 1910 to 1920. That's a year, not a number. I think there was probably millions of horses.
There's more than 1910. 19 to 10 horses.
19 to 10.
You said 1905.
Oh.
Not far off.
Okay, so I was pretty close on that one. Mad cow disease is caused by prions. That was something that I said.
Well, okay, and natural follow-up question, what are those?
It's like a misfolded protein. I don't know. I skimmed the Wikipedia. Anyway,
who's folding those?
God.
It's like an origami?
Yeah, God is doing origami on
Japanese
your brain
God?
because you committed a crime against him. Anyway, I sent Max a picture of Stephen Ogg along with his name. So
I
he was
know who that guy is.
Yeah, you kind of. It's one of those guys. You kind of know that guy. Oh, I know that guy.
Don't know the name.
Anyways, a fucking asshole.
Know the name.
What did he do? He's just real shitty about being in GTA. Maybe they asked him to do that because he was Trevor. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. Maybe I'm like those guys that get angry at wrestling. You know? No, he's just like after the fact in all of his interviews, he's like, I don't fucking care. Don't call me Trevor, dude. I don't even give a shit about that stupid game. It's dumb.
That's probably just how he feels.
That's probably just how he feels. Anyway, but he's always like so upset about being interviewed, and it's like, dude, you're famous. Chill out. You made an interesting parallel there, where around the time that the horses went away is when we invented cars.
Well, Model T.
Model T, because it was mass manufacturing of the car. Sure, I get it. Whatever. Good on you. That was a good one.
Anything else?
Defense budgets is $8 billion, soon to be $9 billion. Sorry, I said that wrong.
That was trillion.
800 billion.
Okay.
Soon to be 900 billion.
They
wanted it to be 1.5 trillion, but then they didn't do that. And Jesus died when he was 33.
Damn.
I think we were low on that one.
Yeah, we were about a decade off there.
All right, so
probably should have known that.
Yeah. Every week I will have corrections so that we're always factual.
Well, you have to make sure to say incorrect stuff.
Yeah, I'm just going to start. You're going to start doing that, so I have to fact correct you.
Well, I'd appreciate if you didn't. But you can say incorrect things all you want. Speaking of me being correct, I made a point last week about how domestic terrorism is going to increase exponentially. And what do you know? The day after the podcast, we record it, the White House Correspondents' Dinner gets shot up.
Was that the next day?
That was the next day. Right on Sunday? Or no, Monday. A day later. But, yeah.
Because you kind of said they were going to be dumb attacks. They were going to be mishandled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or at least, well, I have a whole thing about this. So the most important figure at the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting, even more so than the President of the United States, was mentalist Oz Perlman. Do you know who this guy is?
No.
He's a magician. He goes on podcast. He's very public right now. Is Oz Perlman. Sorry, not like the Wizard of Oz. No parallel whatsoever. Don't even think about that. Mentalist Oz Perlman. he hosted the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Now, I wish that we had footage of an opening speech by him. I bet that'd be fucking gold. But there's footage of the moment the incident happened, and Oz Perlman is doing a trick to Donald Trump while it happens, and all of a sudden, like Secret Service tackles the president, and like it's like serious time. But I think it's important that Oz Perlman is there. Let me explain why. So Oz Perlman is a mentalist. That means that his whole shtick is using, what he says is that he uses a complex esoteric system of psychological reading and influence in order to say, guess your phone password.
Sure.
Or guess what card you're looking at. And so his whole thing is like, I don't do magic guy gimmicks. I just know your mind really well. And he'll be like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, you blinked at 6, so that makes me think that of the letter D, and then you'd be like, oh shit, he already knows, because he already knows. But that's like his whole thing. And he's been on plenty of podcasts. And I'm going to have to give credit to an Australian man named Stevie, who created a YouTube channel just to make a 5-hour video essay explaining Oz Perlman's whole trick. This was maybe a half a year ago or something. But he, essentially, the reality of it is that Oz Perlman is just using like regular magic tricks, like a notepad that he gives you to write something down on that just sends whatever you write to his phone. Or just like taking a peek at not magic cards, but playing cards, taking a peek at playing cards and using sleight of hand, but then storing the information that he gains and then building this like mentalist, okay, I'm going to read your mind now kind of thing, to make people think that he's doing more than just like basic sleight of hand magic tricks. And that's called meta deception. So meta deception is essentially like lying about how you did something, right? Oz Perlman will take a peek at your card while you're not looking, and then, but he'll tell you that he figured out what your card is by listing numbers in front of you and gauging your like slight facial twitches and things like that, when in reality he's just a simple magician. So Oz Perlman at the dinner is like a clue pointing at meta deception in relation to whatever's going on with domestic terrorism. And what I think the point of it is that these shooters justify themselves as like moral crusaders. We were very lucky to have the shooter, he made like a manifesto that reads like a Reddit post. Frankly, it seems like he's on Adderall. I mean, he's just like listing stuff, like coming up with objections that people might have, and then like rebutting the objections. It's very strange and very, very casual as well. I'd recommend reading it. But so his whole thing, and I mean, he was a Christian too, and his conception was that he had no other choice but to kill the president, and I'm sure that he believed this wholeheartedly, and I'm sure that any of the other people who tried to kill Donald Trump, I mean, he's had 3 assassination attempts this term. 3? Yeah, this is the 3rd.
This is number 3, right? Yeah.
That's probably a record. But and like the Charlie Kirk shooter as well, not to mention Luigi Mangione. All that's a little more personal and maybe a little bit more understandable. But the point is that these people are convincing themselves and attempting to convince society that they're trying to kill someone for a high moral reason, when in reality, evil found its way into their hearts and they got possessed by whatever demon is making people okay with murder. So that's the meta deception. That's why it's very important that Oz Perlman was the was the host of the White House Correspondents' Dinner. That's basically all I have on that. I would like to enhance my prediction and describe a feedback loop that I think is going to happen. So, utmost confidence that domestic terrorism and assassination attempts will continue to become more and more frequent. They're going to be increasingly more public. I mean, this is the White House Correspondents' Dinner. It's like it's like an all-star game in the off-season, right? It's very well televised, even though it's not like during the particular political season. But so these killings and domestic terrorism incidents are going to be more and more public, and for that reason they're going to be memed really hard, because there's going to be a lot of good footage of it. I mean, like, how good of footage did the Charlie Kirk killing have? I mean, that was we got 10 crystal clear angles of that. Same with the first Donald Trump assassination attempt, when he got shot in the ear.
Do you think he actually got shot in the ear?
Do I think? I mean, that's what it looks like.
That's what I think.
Do you think he had a squib? Do you think he ducked and then cut himself?
I just remember when that happened.
Were people saying that he didn't?
Every person I talked to, Republican and Democrat, believed that the shooting was somehow faked in some way or another.
Well,
I thought that was very surprising when that happened. Maybe I just hang out with crazy people.
Well, that's understandable that people have that
mentality
reaction to it. Mm. Because it's meta deception. It's like they're being lied to about the how and why of basically everything.
So you assume things, even if they do tell you the truth, you just assume that that's a lie too. That has to be a conspiracy and a lie too.
Yeah, pretty much. And it just completely cooks you. And what I think is going to happen is that these incidents are going to be leveraged to increase surveillance, which is going to increase the publicity, and because the surveillance isn't going to stop this kind of stuff from happening, and so we're just going to get better and better footage of these assassinations, and they're just going to become more publicized and more memeable, which is going to allow for the powers to put in place even more surveillance, mm-hmm. which is going to make everything more and more public and memeable and create a feedback loop in that way. And it's going to be so public that and it's going to become so easily memeable that it's going to get to a point where if you even have more than 50,000 YouTube subscribers, you're going to need to pay for a 24/7 security cohort, which is very cyberpunk. That's just what I think is going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't think there's a way that they could just stop that if they have enough resources? Because you're talking about a couple things. You're talking about actual domestic terrorism and then cyber terrorism, which I feel those are two different things.
What's cyber terrorism? What is the cyber terrorism that I've described? Like the memeability of it?
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about if you have even if you have 50,000 subscribers, you're going to have to pay for 24/7 monitoring on the internet to.
Yeah, because you're liable to get assassinated. Because
you don't want to get doxxed.
You don't want to get assassinated. That's what it. And this is this prediction is a bit of a reach. The like bar being lowered, like what I think is going to happen is that you're going to have to be less low profile, or you're not going to have to be as high profile of a shooting for it to like catch a buzz. Like you could kill, it'll just start being like lower and lower classes of political pundits are going to be killed until the 50,000 subscriber YouTubers aren't safe.
Doesn't it kind of look like it's going the other way though? People are going up.
Well, I mean,
it goes up and down, right? I mean, there's always been political assassinations and there's always been non-political assassinations, but the ones that are getting publicized now more are the ones that are big figures.
Definitely the most recent one was the attempted assassination of the president. But, I mean, like, was Charlie Kirk the first instance of a just like a pundit getting killed in America? Like a YouTuber.
In America? Like a YouTuber?
Like a straight up YouTuber.
Yeah, but YouTube is a new thing. So, I mean, it's kind of like... Because there's like... Okay, there was the fella that was in France in his bathtub. That was all... He wasn't a... All he did was write a newsletter all the time. I mean, back then, that's as close as you got to a YouTube influencer. And somebody came into his house where he was sitting in his bathtub because he had a skin condition or something. Mm-hmm. And she killed him, and he became this martyr for the French Revolution, and they used him as a reason to... I think they used...
French Revolution?
Yeah.
Damn.
France.
Was that like 1800s?
That was the... Yeah, I think it was...
Confidently, no. I mean, that was the 1800s. Guaranteed.
In the 1800s. I think it was the turn of the 1800s. Mm-hmm. Like, it was right that, like, 1799 to 1800, that period of time.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
So, I mean, of course, if there's somebody that's... Because if you have enough influence that you have political influence, and that you're saying the thing that you don't... That people are going to disagree with, and people are going to try to kill you. I feel like that's always been a thing.
Yeah, ideally not here, though.
Ideally in America?
Not here.
In America? I feel like that's always been happening. Hasn't that always been happening?
Well, I mean, killings
don't know.
of the president, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, that's... God damn, we got to number 9, and was that an assassination or an attempted assassination?
Was Lincoln 9?
No, Lincoln was 16,
yeah.
But 9 was either the first... That was the first death or assassination or something. Fuck, dude. I wish I knew more stuff.
I'll say confidently that it was number 9. Whoever that was, guaranteed the first assassination.
I think he died in office. I think that was the problem. I think I'm wrong about that. I think Abraham Lincoln... Still 16? That's pretty early on.
Yeah. That's still like the president, though. That's not like a guy who talks about the political situation. Because the First Amendment is there so that you can talk about the political situation.
And do you think that's you're saying this is a regression of violence? Like we're getting worse.
It would definitely look like that.
So you would say that people killing political commentators is worse than say like
like their rhetorical impact?
No, than like Jack the Ripper, for example. That's a guy that existed a long time ago. Killer? It was a serial killer that disemboweled just like random people. Is that a better or worse example of humans being terrible to each other?
Jack the Ripper was... he's the famous serial killer. He's a bit of a special case.
So you think there wasn't a lot of people like that? I mean, do you think people were better back in the day?
Sure, there were probably people like that. I mean, generally people were probably better to each other, but they also didn't have the same exposure to people, or at least people's words. I think it's not like you have exposure to all the people.
I think it's been the same always, but it's just been it just expresses itself in different ways.
Yeah.
Yes.
That could be the case.
I think here in America, it is too much trouble to be violent to one another because you'll be put in jail, and being put in jail and fined is really bad when you're in America because it's really expensive to live here and it's hard to live here and you want to live here. Mm-hmm. So people aren't violent because they're forced to not be violent to each other, but if they're forced to be because there's no government to protect them and there's no government to provide to them, people are just as violent to each other nowadays as they were back in the day.
Well, sure, you definitely need like preventative justice.
I mean, man, if the government collapses tomorrow and everything, all of the stuff that we just get that's just handed to us, that all the stuff on the shelves, all the food and all the water that comes out of our taps, it all gets taken away, people are going to get really nasty with each other really quick.
I'm not saying
way nastier than whatever they're doing trying to do to the president and whatever they're doing.
Well, yeah, but the difference between a hypothetical apocalypse and like what's happening right now is that like law is supposed to be in effect.
There's supposed to be stability so that these people aren't going to do that. But here's what I say is that part of people, that violence, is always going to be a part of people, and you cannot regulate it out of them or teach it out of them with like teaching them morals. That's not going to work either.
You don't think that morals work?
I think that they work for some people. I think that they work to a point, but I think that people.
If morality erodes, a lot more people are going to do a lot worse things.
I think
there's always going to be like violent.
I think that people have been given the option not to do violent things, and also have been kind of forced not to do that.
I mean, you're given an imperative by, basically everything that brings you up to not
ever do that.
People.
Yeah, not do that, not kill people. I don't know. That's an interesting conversation because, like, I mean, people definitely get PTSD, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think people are always getting PTSD?
Probably.
So do you think people are always feeling bad about killing other people?
Probably.
Even before our morals advanced? So there was some element of morality that always existed in people.
Well, is PTSD necessarily like a killing thing?
I mean, it can be a lot of things, right? I mean, somebody can abuse you and you can get PTSD. But the most common PTSD that I hear about, right, is when it comes to like soldiers in war, when they have to go off and kill people and they feel bad about it. And we've been doing war as long as we've been doing anything else.
Yeah, pretty much.
So as long as we've been doing war, people have been going out and feeling bad about it and then getting PTSD and then coming home, unless we think that wasn't happening and people were really just like more savage to each other, which is maybe a possibility.
That could be the case. I mean, if you like won a battle as you were invading a city in like Greece or Rome, you just go in there and fuck everyone. You just go kill and fuck everyone. And we don't do that now because of rule of law, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
which is based on like moral development.
Yeah.
Like the Geneva Conventions. I mean, that's at least what you'd like to believe, right?
Well, because it was the Geneva Conventions, that was after World War II.
I thought it was 1.
Was it 1 or 2?
I think it was 1 because of like mustard gas.
They put that. Oh yeah, maybe they did put that in there.
And
because they tried those Nazis, man. Did they try any of the Japanese? Because the rape of Nanking, I know that was pretty bad. They call it the rape of Nanking, so it couldn't have been good.
I think that they probably the decision. I don't think they got like a big Nuremberg style trial, because I mean they got a pretty big gavel. We'll just say that.
Isn't it kind of interesting how like Germany and Japan, like after they lost, they just became these like superpowers, like industrial superpowers that are really friendly with the
West, did we just like install our own governments in there, and that's just existed ever since?
That's kind of that's kind of the whole function of like the UN, is to spread like control from particularly from the United States and the UK, as like an extension of their power, of I guess like liberalism and industry and whatever like mode of being launched them, whatever mode of being like made them end up winning. Not to say that it was entirely their like moral character that won them the war, but I think that the way that those societies were built definitely contributed, and so naturally, as with a lot of things, the ideas and the modes of being and like the economic strategies probably translated across, or were almost like infected the losers, and I think that's probably why you see that. Because I mean, yeah, you are right about that observation. I mean, like the like car guy debate is always German versus Japanese cars.
Right.
That's
and what kind of manufacturing is the United States known for besides military?
Cars. Definitely. Same with England as well.
Yeah, England too.
Very car centric.
Sure.
Top Gear.
I mean, to be honest with you though, like I went to London for a while, and the thing that was striking to me is I saw a bunch of American cars, a few Japanese cars, and tons of cars I did not recognize.
Yeah, they got like French.
Yeah, French and English brands that you've never heard of that aren't over in America.
Yeah.
And so it's just interesting to see like a bunch of American cars over there, right? And German cars that I recognize. But then also additions like of their own manufacturing. I wonder if there's cars that they get surprised to see when they go over to America, or is it just like
that's what I'm wondering.
Or if we just like we're so good at sending stuff out to everybody that it's like everybody has American cars.
That could be the case, or just that it's rather difficult to import over here, because like we don't get any French cars at all.
No, and it's really expensive to get. The same with those. People love those cute little Japanese.
The KEI trucks, big among the Zoomers right now.
Yeah, they love those.
Very
things,
big. Go 55 on the freeway.
I fucking
You're
hate
a moron.
Them. Yeah,
you're a moron.
If they get into a car with my truck,
it's a fucking four-wheeler. You're dead.
Yeah, I'm flattening them. It's worse than like an old Volkswagen Bug. That thing was a death trap, but at least it was a piece of metal around, like a real piece of metal. Like this. Like,
they're getting like ripped off at their sternum.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Getting cut, destroyed.
It's wood and aluminum, bro. What are you? What are you doing?
That's for like one-lane mountain roads.
Yeah, you're going 35 on your one lane. If the thing can only go 55 miles an hour, you shouldn't be driving at 55 miles an hour all the time.
True.
It's like driving a supercar at 300 miles an hour all the time. The engine's gonna blow up. Like
they're $10,000 too. I looked into it as well.
Really?
Yeah, I saw them a lot in Bellingham, and I didn't have a car at the time, and I was just exploring my options.
And what is it? It's like a 100% tax on the import or something?
Yeah, it's stupid. It's a bad idea. And the swag bonus is dwindling. We have to be honest, the swag bonus is dwindling. It is a very Reddit car.
Dude, because imagine like you have this thing and you tell people, I have a truck, and then they go, oh sweet, can you bring me a sheet of plywood?
How about you bring anything?
Could you bring like how about a refrigerator? Could you do that? I mean, if I can go 25 miles an hour the whole time.
Fridge. Yeah, you have less space than a fucking normal sedan.
You just get a minivan, dude.
Get fucking anything.
Get a bike.
Seriously.
Don't get a bike. I hate bikers too.
Get a coupe. Bikers are a big problem around here.
Well, they don't. I mean, the problem is the infrastructure. We didn't give them proper shoulders or bike lanes. Mm-hmm. But then, do you know what that means? If you want to ride your bike, move somewhere else, okay? And if you live here, don't ride a fucking bike, dude. I'm gonna kill you. Like, not because I want to. I really don't want that trouble.
I'd rather not kill people.
I don't want to kill anybody, but I mean, the way these fucking bikers
position
are...
of the podcast, we'd rather not kill anybody.
I really don't want to kill anybody.
I do have two people that I have in mind if I were going to, which I am, but I won't mention them. Yeah, I mean, the cities are fine for bikes.
Not great. Even Seattle's not great.
Bellingham was pretty decent for bikes, I'm going to be honest. Like, they pretty much had a bike lane everywhere. And, like, it did make it, like, annoying and confusing at certain intersections.
Were they always tied to the road, though?
Yeah, of course.
I went to Canada one time.
Uh-huh.
And I did a bike thing. And it's like, dude, they had
their own routes for bikes.
They have like mostly their own routes until you're like pretty much where you need to be, and
That's
then it's
like
sweet. It's really nice. Like that kind of infrastructure would be cool, but since we don't have it, get a car.
Yeah, I don't want to like bike around. Like I have a bike and I can. Like I've been practicing in case my car takes a shit, but I really don't want to. Just because I mean, there's a bunch of cars on the road. What do you do about all the cars? You can't get out of their way.
No, you can't get out of their fucking way. Like, it's like, okay, literally, like, it'll be like...
You're going 3 miles an hour up a hill.
Fog line 1 inch away from the ditch. So it's like you have to be on the fucking road. Anyway, I don't need to get angry at the bikers.
No good. Do you have any other road hot takes?
Road hot takes. When you're on the freeway... Try to give each other lots of space and use your cruise control.
Cruise control. I don't use cruise control.
Cruise controls. I think that's a big deal when you're trying to pass. Because like everybody's trying to shuffle to their correct plate. Like that's the way that it should be, right? Everybody gets all crammed up and they get stuck in the passing lane. But what everyone should be doing is just going the speed that they're comfortable at with their cruise control.
Just so there's as little variance.
There's no variance, right? You go to your correct speed, and then you just keep passing people that are going slower than you, and you pass them quickly, and then you get out of their way, and then you go back to going, and then everybody's away from each other, and there's no traffic. That's what it's like on the Autobahn, or so I'm told.
Is it?
Yeah, people give each other lots of space, and they use the passing lane as the passing lane, and they can go as fast as they want, and there's no problem because nobody's tailgating.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have it, I don't know, for whatever reason, in this specific state, we have it worse than almost at least the rest of the country that I've been to. There's like a passive aggression and timidity that is, you ever notice how whenever you're coming in on an on-ramp, or you're in the right lane and there's someone coming in on the on-ramp, they're like trying to go the same speed as you?
It's amazing. I thought I was going crazy.
No, dude. And they're like, all right, well, I guess I'll start braking. Then they're literally on the fucking line with you.
I always
like they're getting ready to race.
People. I'm like, what's your plan? What's your plan, dude? We got to make it, okay? Yeah, I'm going to consistent speed, right? I always have my fucking cruise control and I'm going 65. That's what I like to go at, right? And these people, dude, I'm like, we're going to collide. And then they start to figure it out. Then they look over.
A lot of people don't notice. A lot of people just don't look.
Yeah, it's amazing.
This is crazy.
It is amazing, some of the people that you're driving on the road with. But you know what? I gotta say something. I've been the bad driver. Dude, I've had a few accidents. This is why. That's why I am the way that I am. I go the speed limit. I give people lots of room.
Likewise, I rear-ended someone on I-5.
Isn't that because your brakes went out?
Well, yes. But also I wasn't paying very good attention. Okay. For how shitty my brakes were.
Yeah. And you knew that the brakes were shitty.
I did.
And you were still tailgating. Is that what did it?
I just wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah, it's fucking.
And probably like I don't know. You learn how to drive, and then you keep a like unconscious following distance that's like half as much as what you should actually be holding. Like I'd be. I mean, I can't remember exactly, but it was probably like 1 second behind people. On the freeway.
You can't fucking do that.
That kind of thing. You just don't have time to react.
Yeah.
What I noticed, or what I was very surprised by, though, was California. And how fucking smooth everything went for me. Driving in California.
Really?
On the freeways, yeah. It was just, it's always like gummed up and there's a lot of anger the whole time. But somehow, just every on-ramp I was in, that I come in and I'm paying attention. So like I'm trying to find space. And I noticed every time I was looking for it, there was always space for me to come in.
They kind of keep far apart from each other. Because I remember I'd get, my uncle would give me, he'd be like, here, use my Jaguar. And I'd be like, okay, uncle. Shit. And I'd go out and I'd be like, nee! And I'd be, passing people on the freeway or whatever. And it's like, people are smart because there's crazies on the road. There are people in crazy expensive cars going super fucking fast, and everybody's got to kind of stay far fucking away from each other. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, there's traffic or whatever. But I don't know, it does feel better to drive. I felt safer driving on the road.
There's tension, but it's like people are not afraid of dealing with the tension.
I think it's also because we're in Kitsap. There's a lot of old people around here. This is a retirement area. It's
the
expensive.
Place where we live, by the way,
expensive.
Kitsap.
And they know. You already doxed yourself. They know.
We have to reiterate it.
Though, Kitsap.
We don't want people to look too hard.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to hurt your head while you're looking for a way to...
Yeah, I hope someone showed up to the high school in Kitsap.
There's many high schools.
I hope that happened. Well, we just told people to show up to the high school. I didn't even do that art show anyway.
Yeah, kick the door down and say, "Where's Max?"
Yeah.
Where is he?
I wasn't even there.
Oh, really? You didn't even show up?
No, I didn't. It's not like I no-showed.
You flaked on the guy? You said, fuck you, I don't give a shit.
Well, it was depending on whether or not I could get a student to reschedule, and I couldn't. So. Sorry, I had to do my job instead. I have work.
Yeah, bro. Dude, money's crazy, bro. Hey, if anyone on the pod is like a millionaire and they're like, I need to get rid of some of this cash.
If anyone has money, please give it to us.
Yeah, just send it to me, send it my way.
I'll put my PayPal account in the description.
That's okay.
If you want to send me your PayPal account, I'll put your PayPal account in the description of the next one.
Wow, dude, is it getting to that?
Yeah, well, you can just decide which one of us
if
you
like more.
If
you get a camera, I can start showing off some cleavage,
You don't have cleavage. There's
not on the front.
That's not cleavage.
It's something.
That's blue collar.
That's blue collar cleavage right there, brother. I tell you what.
Nice.
Yeah, I've seen way down there before.
Your own ass?
Not my own. I don't have much of an ass, actually, to be honest with you. I'm pretty skinny.
Well, don't tell them that.
Well, you're gonna get a camera, right?
We need a donation goal to get a camera.
We need a donation goal.
Yeah, send me fucking 30,000.
Yeah.
I'll get a camera with 500.
The Dragon XD. Super large.
No,
that's a dildo. Probably.
I'm not gonna get a good camera or a dildo. I might get a dildo if I get a camera. I mean, it'd be funny at least.
Yeah, get a dildo instead of a camera, and then just film it with your phone, and then
film it with my mouth. Get a dildo instead of a camera, and film it with my hand.
All right. This episode was brought to you by.
What do you got? You didn't have one prepared?
No, I thought it would come to me as I said it. But I thought somebody would email me as I said that with the correct information.
Well, I can confidently tell you that this podcast is brought to you by Vitalitin. It's a new medicine. If you are you tired all the time?
I'm tired right now.
Do you have low motivation often?
Yeah, I don't want to kill myself.
Are you finding it hard to manage executive function and do the things that you know that you are supposed to do consistently?
Sure.
Are you unable to do those things? Well, boy, howdy, do I have a wonder drug for you. It's called Vitalitin, and all it does is it's a pill. You take it, and then all of a sudden you want to do all the things that you're actually supposed to do, and you're not afraid of doing it, and you do them, and there's no downside.
Really?
It's just a pill you take. It makes you just get going, lock in.
What's the active ingredient?
Dextroamphetamine.
Amphetamine.
Well, dextroamphetamine.
Oh, the dextro makes it okay.
Yeah, it's like more safe.
Oh, okay.
It's prescribable.
How many molecules away from it is it from being meth?
couldn't tell you. I'm not one of those big wigs. But you could ask your daughter about Vitality. Fuck, dude, your fucking daughter probably is on fucking amphetamines. I mean, if you're a parent now and you have a daughter in grade school, she probably is on
anxiety, depression, ADHD. They gotta pump them up.
My sister's been on amphetamines my whole life, bro.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, man, they just really give that shit to kids.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got to. What are you gonna do? Let them be bored in a classroom setting?
They're being a person.
They don't want to sit down all day.
You gotta make them less of a person.
Get this in your fucking mouth, you fucker.
Yeah, I probably could have gotten hit with Adderall as a kid. Frankly, I don't know why. I didn't. Probably would have gotten my grades a lot better, and I'd probably be making more money right now.
And you might also have become a meth addict.
That's also could be true. Or I could just be still on Adderall. I take it responsibly because I became I had my volition torn away from me as a child. So my cognitive function essentially boiled down to study and listen to what experts say. So at this point, I mean, I don't know. I think I'd probably be able to dodge meth addict and just remain a regular Adderall addict like many adults who have very decent jobs. And I'm not going to knock you if you have a more high-paying job than I do. I mean, I'm going to be real here. I make $2,000 a month.
That's not bad.
It's a lot better than what I've been making, let me tell you. It's a lot better than zero.
Better than zero.
It's a lot better than 150
a month.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably better than 150 a month.
So I mean, I'm doing all right, but I mean, the whole first season of this podcast,
you were doing bad.
I was doing real bad.
Down in the dumps. I wasn't in the real shit.
Nothing better to do than to drive my car around at night and freak out, basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
my last episode was me being like, yeah, well, I'm about to start my job. I wonder what'll happen. I wonder if I'll keep doing this podcast. And then I stopped for a while.
But we're back, full swing.
We're back. We have music that happens when dead air happens.
Are you gonna play like a little tiny thing like?
That one was maybe 4 or 5 seeds.
I was sucking on a joint. That's why I wasn't talking. You can't expect me to
sucking on a beer.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta expect us to suck every once in a while.
Trust me, bro. I'm blue collar. This is a beer.
Okay.
Calm down.
Let's see. Topics.
You want a topic? Radiohead is folk music now.
I don't listen to Radiohead, but I do like talking about music.
You should probably get on that because I mean it's a big...
I like a couple Radiohead songs. I don't like the way he sings, and I don't like a lot of their electronic crap. I don't know. I can't help it. I like what I like.
The electronic stuff.
I don't like it too electronic. It's
In Rainbows maybe or OK Computers.
I liked In Rainbows. I did like
In Rainbows.
I listened to that whole album. I liked
probably their best one. I mean, outside of my opinion, I like Kid A. I'm a Kid A guy.
I like Kid A too. I like.
You just said you don't like their electronic stuff. That's all
the
that
song,
exact thing.
I keep kicking the mic, and I'm sorry. It's probably gonna be like, douche. I apologize. Anyway,
I can get rid of it.
Really, you can smooth that out.
Yeah.
All right, Houdini. Whatever. What was I talking about? You made me distracted.
You like Kid A.
I like Kid A. I like the. What's that one song? The one that
Everything in its right place, though.
I love that you know what I was talking about.
I've listened to this album more times than.
And I liked National Anthem.
National Anthem, awesome.
That's probably my favorite. Track. That's probably my favorite Radiohead song, which tells you how I appreciate Radiohead and not the way that I should.
They jam hard. When they can, they do. Yeah. They don't often, but on that one, I mean, that's probably the hardest they go. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Body Snatchers. They don't go super hard. Point being, they don't go terribly hard.
And that's what I like. I don't listen to lyrics. I never listen to lyrics.
Oh. It's not the lyrics. It's just it's essentially just the melody and the chords. It's pretty much just the, like, raw musical components, but it's like I don't know, it's less groovy. It's just not that groovy. It's focused on other things.
That's what I don't. I like grooviness, and that's I don't know that.
That's entirely respectable, man.
Like it makes it harder for me to appreciate high music because it gets to a point where they're like, well, being groovy is such a ball and chain. Like we just want to do whatever we want. Like we're past being groovy. We know how to do that. Like we can. And I just can't. I can't.
I mean, you can be groovy forever, man. You could be groovy all the way into the afterlife. I mean, you could just keep going. That's like Grateful Dead or like jam bands.
Sure, but if I think a lot of people would say that, like, say somebody like, I don't know, Miles Davis, like he was very important, not just to the genre of jazz, but to music as a whole, right? He's like, he has all these influences on people, but if you like told him like, I don't like your stuff because it doesn't groove, he'd be like, well, fuck you. That's not what it's about. But I still can't listen to Miles Davis and connect with it still.
What Miles Davis are you talking about?
Well, the big one is Kind of Blue, right? That's like the big.
That's like pretty straight ahead jazz though.
I know, and I can't.
Are you just not about jazz?
Maybe.
I mean, if you don't like that, then you just don't like the genre.
I mean,
basically.
I guess so, because I thought that things that were, I guess, big band, I thought that was jazz, and it's not.
Not really. Yeah, not really.
And so I guess I just don't like jazz. And there's a lot of metal I don't like, heavy metal that I know is like musically like very interesting, and they're doing things that are interesting. I just can't get into it, so I don't listen to it.
They don't groove as hard?
Yes, and that's what I'm that's why I get so excited about a band like Angine Poitrine, because it's like...
Go off.
Like they're...
Hit 'em.
They're
you
doing...
haven't brought this up yet.
There's just stuff that they're doing that's weird, that I... And maybe it's because I can understand it. Maybe it's weird but simple enough that I can understand it.
It's very YouTubeable.
It's YouTube because you can just explain it in like a second, right? It's not like it's not something that you have to really like listen for. Like, oh, I get it. Yeah, you can count it, and it's like it's in these weird time signatures, and they're doing these weird microtones, and they're like doing all this weird stuff. But it still connects with people, and I think that is a little portal maybe into some of this weirder stuff getting out into the mainstream, right? Like just a little leak of it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think people of our generation, like the music that's happening now is they do have that in mind, and it is very sophisticated and intense music is coming out that holds true to like being groovy. And being like acceptable. It's like the level on which you are able to accept a piece of music. I have a conception of I don't really like talking about genre. It seems like more of a consumer thing. Like you talk about genres, and then it's like you have like. Then it splinters off into subgenres, and it's basically just like I don't know, it's like consumer flexing, like all the genres, like, oh yeah, I'm really into math rock, but I've been getting into post-hardcore recently. I have a lot of post-hardcore records. It's like, fuck off. But I use genre terms, but I use them in more general senses to try and to reference like what they're really getting at. One of those is pop, and it's not and it's pop like describes the idea we're talking about, where like you're talking about being able to jive with a piece of music, or being able to the music not being necessarily standoffish, and having qualities that will lead people to like accept it. Like if it has a sick drum beat, basically, or I don't know, like anything like catchy too. Like the intro to Good Times Bad Times, Led Zeppelin, right? You just or Just Dance, David Bowie. Right, like just things that are entirely memorable, and as soon as you hear them, you're like, oh shit, all right, let's go. You know? Like, I Can Feel It Coming in the Air Tonight. Is that the song's just called In the Air Tonight, isn't it? But the drum fill, right? You listen to the drum fill, you almost have no choice but to be like, all right, I'm in.
And it's amazing because the drum fill isn't that complicated.
No, not at all.
But it's like totally 100% iconic, and that I think is
perfectly catchy.
I don't know, how do you do that, right? You take all this knowledge that you gain, right? Because I hear a lot of people say you go to music school and you like lose your creativity because it's like you get all set in your ways. Mm-hmm. But these people, they can learn music, and then just do these simple things and make it catchy and make people. That is an amazing skill to me. Like,
that tends to be what's like valued more, and I think rightly so.
Because like musicians connecting to other musicians, I don't know, that happens every day.
It's easy.
Every time I talk to a carpenter, like I feel a little connection to them because we all know the same stuff. But it's like when you're a musician, and it's like
communication.
Make a sound, and it connects with people that have no idea what you're doing. That's a pretty amazing thing. I think that separates people.
Have you listened to much like Miles Davis from the 80s?
Is it more accessible like that?
It's kind of a trip. It's like disco. It's like funk disco. It's all like 80s electronic. They got like that really heavy reverb gated snare going on.
Wow.
And like slap bass, like funky slap bass riffs and like synthesizers and shit. You might get down on it. It's pretty goofy though. It's extremely goofy.
Disco's a little goofy, but there's a lot of talent in the. I mean.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that was from when like you actually had to be. All the musicians actually had to be good at what they did.
Let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can explain this to me. You look up the greatest singers of all time, and it's like a bunch of rock and roll singers. Aretha Franklin's in there too. Whatever. Right. You look up the greatest guitarists of all time, and it's like all over these rock and roll guitarists that you would expect. You look up the greatest drummers of all time, and it's like a lot of drummers that were in the same bands as the greatest guitarists of all times, and they're mostly from the 60s.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you look up greatest bassists of all time, and it's a bunch of people you never heard of from
studio
bands that you've never heard
300
of.
300 different famous songs.
Yeah, a lot of funk guys, a lot of people from bands I never heard of. Except for John Paul Jones is up there, but everyone loves Led Zeppelin.
Don't forget Carol Kay. That's a lady. She wrote La Bamba riff. She wrote the La Bamba riff.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. You gonna put that La Bamba riff?
Yeah,
right
that's
there?
why I'm being quiet right now. That should be good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. A lot of those are very wrong, though. I mean, I could name you 3 drummers off the top of my head that I like a lot more than basically any rock drummer. Or not really the same with guitarists, though. I don't know. For some reason, guitarists were always the sickest in rock. Like it's hard to beat Hendrix. But I mean, as far as drummers go, like Tony Williams has done way more interesting things than like any rock drum performance I've ever heard. And I think honestly kind of the same with singers. I don't really like rock singers that much. At least as far as the actual performance. I mean, there's if you're including swag into the singers, into the consideration for like the greatness of a singer, then I mean, sure, you can definitely give rock singers a lot of credit. But I mean, like who's Aerosmith? Steven Tyler? Is that his name?
I don't know the names of anybody in any bands.
Joe Perry is the guitar player. Steven Tyler. I wanted to say Stephen Perry. I think it's Steven Tyler. He sounds fucking terrible. I think a lot of rock singers, especially from the heyday, kind of just sound fucking awful. And I'd put I don't know, I'd put a bunch of ladies probably at the top. Like, I don't know, Billie Holiday is fucking goated. Joanna Newsom. I don't know, there's something about singers. There's a very rare thing that I find on occasion in a singer that I don't know, it's just some inflection that they have that's just like melting, and it I don't know, it like cuts right through bullshit, and it's entirely authentic. And I mean, that's probably the like beautiful aspect, the intangible, masterful aspect of vocal performance. Like I don't know, guitar playing can be like extremely. Instruments in general can have like mastery or beauty expressed through just pure virtuosity. Like I don't know. I think of like John Coltrane, of being just so able that you're able to explore like the very upper limits of the instrument, and I don't think you're just not afforded that much of an opportunity to do that with voice as an instrument. But the thing is, like, I mean, it's the thing coming directly from a human being, so there you have the ability to produce like the most beautiful, soul-touching tone imaginable, and that's what I tend to value with a singer. And I'll say, I mentioned Billie Holiday and Joanna Newsom. I'd also like to put into the consideration Serj Tankian from System of a Down, the guy who goes pogo pogo all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and put him up there and say that he has that same quality I was just talking about. Maybe Tom York, but maybe he's a little whiny also.
How about the lady singer from, because I don't know her name, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, the last song
when
on
she's
side
like,
A.
when she's like going crazy?
When she's they told her to imagine you're dying, and then they...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, totally. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Do you
Tapping
know her
into
name?
the soul. I don't know her name. I don't remember anybody's name.
Tatiana Suarez.
Like the lady that sung on Gimme Shelter, Rolling Stones.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Dude, she hits a note so high it like cracks. You can hear somebody in the background go, woo! Anyway, that's great. Yeah, I like that. Yep. It's real. I don't know. They didn't have auto-tune back then. Now I sound like an old guy.
They didn't have fucking...
They didn't goddamn auto-tune back then. They're real singers.
Cher had pretty good auto-tune tone. I don't know. Maybe it was just the auto-tune. I don't know. Auto-tune just kind of takes your whole tone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not that there wasn't good auto-tune music. I mean, I'll still shill for the Black Eyed Peas. I'll shill for the one Black Eyed Peas song. Let's Get Retarded.
That one was really good.
That's not even a joke. That's a really good song. The bass line, the build-up, that's so good. And then they're saying Get Retarded a bunch.
I thought that was Let's Get It Started.
Well, they changed it to that to get radio play.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I mean, it's just about just letting loose and going nuts.
That's pretty fun.
Let's Get Retarded.
God, I'm trying to think of like anything I know about music. I know nothing. You know so
much.
Do
you have any questions?
Do I have any questions?
I don't know. Fill a fucking 20 minutes. Who cares?
Do you think that it's if I have 30 minutes to practice, how much time should I be putting into like practicing boring fundamentals, and how much time should I be putting into just like jamming and trying to learn songs and stuff?
Well, learning songs I consider to be a pretty, I don't know, that's like the most work I have to do, just learning songs, like listening to it over and over again. I think that as far as like specific techniques go, at least the way that has gone for me is that you learn some technique and then you get it, you do it at a very basic level, like as slow as possible until you have the muscle memory for it. Like I don't know. I just learned doing like a double hit with the kick drum. Like,
you did that? You figured it out?
Yeah, I can do that. And
how long did that take you?
Focused practice about 2-ish days before it was able to be like musical. But the translation that you have to do, because you get eventually you just get the muscle memory to be able to perform the technique, but then it's just you're just performing the technique in a vacuum, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to just be able to just do a technique on command. You want to be able to incorporate the technique musically. So what I tend to do is try to come up with an idea that uses that technique and develop that like musically, and then be able to play that thing, like play a beat where I emphasize the double stroke kick drum, or like create like some fill where I use a kick drum 2 times really quickly, and develop it into something that's interesting to you musically. And doing that, you'll find that all of a sudden you will have spent a lot longer than a half an hour practicing, because you were so entranced by the technique that you found. And I mean, that's how I write a lot of music. At least music that's like very instrumentally focused. It'll usually just come from like a exercise that I developed. Basically, just like come up with your own exercises. Like, don't look up don't look up too much of like exercises, drum drills. I don't know. Maybe it's different on drums. Maybe you should get a book to like get limb independence and everything. But yeah, just come up with stuff based on what you're practicing, and that's I mean, that's most of how I practice. And then learning songs is kind of its own thing.
I don't know, maybe this is a stupid question, but I feel like I've hit this point with drums and guitar now, both of them, where you get to a place where you get through all the easy stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, it's really fun to learn for a while, because you learn really fast. You get all this, you get all these techniques really quick, but then you hit a wall, and it's like all of the stuff that you can learn now takes longer and more. Like, how do you stay motivated through that? Do you like switch instruments? Do you just like take a break for a long time, or do you just like kind of kick yourself over it?
I don't know. I'm pretty scattered when it comes to things like that, and I'll like get into something and get the just get to like the level where you start to understand how little you actually know or are able to do, and then I'll just fall off like that. Like, I don't know, I've done that with like fighting games or like poker or chess, things like that. But I don't know, with guitar I just kind of kept doing it, and I was always coming up with stuff that was on the level of what I was able to do. And I don't know, the stuff you listen to definitely impacts, or definitely can motivate you to like get out of a plateau and into like a period of significant development. And I don't know, as you get better at an instrument, at least I've found, just as I get more competent in the with music. I listen to music differently, and I appreciate the qualities of it that like I'm able to understand. Like I mean, you're a kid, you hear Led Zeppelin, and I guess you just hear like the fire of it, and kind of everything that is going on instrumentally is just mind blowing to you. But like eventually you learn how to play a whole lot of love on the guitar, and eventually it becomes like less of a mystery. But then you start appreciating it on a level of understanding what the musician is actually doing, and being able to hold that in your mind for me is pretty gratifying, and maybe that's why I like Radiohead so much. But I don't know, Radiohead is still accessible to people who don't really play instruments. But yeah, like AC/DC, like there's nothing that AC/DC, there's no sound, there's no there's nothing that AC/DC has done instrumentally that I can't comprehend, or that I even have to like do a double take on. Even in like the guitar solos, which are probably the most technical part of a AC/DC song. They're not that complicated, but they're just put together so ingeniously, and they're played with such verve and vigor that you can't help but be like, oh, hell yeah. Then also think like who's the damn, I don't know who the drummer for AC/DC is. Shit. But just like ask yourself, like, can I play a backbeat as good as that guy can? And the answer's usually going to be no, because not many people can play a backbeat as well as that guy can. And the only thing to do about that is to do it, and like put your soul into it, and like love doing it, and because that's the only way that you'll be motivated to keep playing that backbeat until you can play it like Phil can. I'm pretty sure his first name is Phil. But, I mean, he's got the best backbeat around. I mean, you listen to any AC/DC song, just listen to the drums. There's no notes. It's just exactly what it needs to be. It's perfect. But, like, he's not doing anything special. He's playing 100% honestly. There's there's nothing vague about what he's doing. Like drummers can get by being very interesting, but doing like very vague things, like very light taps, or like obfuscating the beat, or things like that, or playing rather experimentally and playing kind of like all over the place. But I think there's definitely something to be said, especially on drums, for just like pure honest playing that just fucking hits, right? And that's what like AC/DC excels at, probably more than anyone. They might be the goats of that. But back to the question. Yeah, just look for something. Wait till you hear something that you're really intrigued by, and instead of just letting it pass by, like, oh shit, that was sick. Try to like wrap your head around what's actually going on instrumentally, like what the drummer is actually doing, and pay attention to it. Because then once you understand it, I don't know, you can like ride along with it. I've learned plenty of songs on plenty of instruments, some with every instrument that the song has, and when you do that, you're able to like ride along with the song in a way that you haven't been able to, that you wouldn't be able to without knowing how to do everything in the recording. It's like instead of being dragged around by the song or being led around by the song, you just know exactly what's going on. And that's maybe why like Pink Floyd has such a winding, mysterious quality to it, is because a lot of the sounds that are being made are in fact like pretty unknowable. Like they came like right out of the studio, or like, cause like how did they come up with the synth sound toward like the end of Echoes before the like last big section of Echoes and that big ambient part? I don't know. So I mean, it's still, I don't know. Pink Floyd still like yanks me around, and that might be the point behind it because of how complicated the production is. But yeah, just focus on listen to good stuff, I guess, and try and parse out what guys are doing on there. You got anything else?
I love your rendition of dun, 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 dun. Shady Grove.
Uh-huh.
Is that hard to play the way that you were playing it?
It's hard to get at first. And it's like a substitution for finger picking. I'm not going to give an audio example of what he's talking about, because I think that's funny, but it's like instead of finger picking, where you're able to, because the advantage of finger picking is being able to like cover wide distances across the guitar very quickly
and accurately too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you can just be stubborn and do that with a pick.
Well, you pluck out the melody that you want at the same time you're kind of keeping a rhythm with the strumming, right?
Yes. And that's, you have to just do that at like 30 BPM to start out.
Okay.
Because it's impossible to just jump into full speed. And because it's like things you have to juggle. It's like learning to sing while you play chords or something.
Yeah, why is that so hard? I guess it's the same thing as like separating your foot from your hand when you're playing.
Pretty much.
It's the same thing.
I don't know, function.
Is that why playing bass and singing is so hard? I've heard that's particularly difficult.
I can't do it if I'm playing with my fingers. I did for a while play bass and sing, but I'd just be playing with a pick.
And that's easier. You can do that.
Yeah. But I don't know, bass is melodic as well. Like you're not playing a lot of chords on bass. And I don't know, Rush is probably the like goated example of that, where like Geddy Lee's, he's playing like counterpoint with the guitar line, but he's also singing like a regular melody during that's like syncopated, or the hits of the vocal melody are different from the like beat emphasis of the bass. And that's nuts.
So it's like doing a polyrhythm with your vocal cords versus your hands.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that sucks.
I mean, it is a polyrhythm. I mean, technically. Damn. Yeah, I could just talk about music.
I mean, that's what you know the most about.
I didn't like talk about music at all. Really? On the old podcast. No.
One of the episodes is literally called "The Problem with King Gizzard."
Yeah, that's just my opinion on a band, and also it was like 20 minutes long.
I didn't listen to it.
My short ass episode. You don't need to listen to it.
Oh.
I don't really say anything.
Oh really?
Pretty much, yeah.
Good.
I don't really say anything.
Okay, well I'll give that one a listen to.
You are gonna listen to it?
Maybe. I don't know. What is the problem with King Giz? Maybe you can just tell me.
The problem? I don't know. They're just not that. There's not that much there for me musically.
I mean, it kind of seems like they play with one idea per album.
Kinda. Yeah.
Like it's like this time we're gonna do modes, and this time we're gonna do weird time signatures.
It's very Reddit.
And this time we're gonna do microtones, and we're gonna call the album Microtonal Flying Banana.
It's hecking microtonal. It's yeah. I keep referring to Reddit. I'd call the I think I called the White House Correspondents' Dinner Shooters Manifesto very Reddit. I think it.
Do you like Reddit?
Not particularly. I mean, it's like an extremely. This is another. This is another thing where I'm using the term sort of divorced from it's what it actually refers to, and using the term to like get at the like driving attitude behind it. Like when I say Reddit, I mean it's difficult to define. I think I have to. I don't know. It's difficult, but it's like a guy who is satisfied by like bite-sized knowledge. The term bugman is often associated, and that's like a guy he like lives in his apartment. He's got a tech job. He likes eats sugar. He like accepts a lot of the societal crap. He accepts a lot of that kind of thing, like going to college and getting a good job in a booming industry and just plugging into a corporation for your living. But the Reddit is a bit more like internet than that, where like like knowing a bunch of factoids that other people have said is Reddit. It's Reddit to bring up cool things that other people have thought of in conversation.
Well, hold on a minute.
Yeah, please.
Isn't that everything?
Bringing up cool things that other people have said in conversation?
Yeah, that's...
What about, like, your own thoughts?
Your own thoughts are based off of what other people have told you. If nobody had told you anything ever, then you would know nothing.
That's true, but what I'm talking about is, like, directly referencing rather than, like, synthesis out of...
okay, so, you gain a fact, and instead of taking
like,
that
here's
fact,
a cool thing that Alan Watts said. Okay. That's
instead
Reddit.
Of like okay,
instead of integrating the
and then it's
wisdom.
in the web of the wisdom, and then you can make new information out of it. You can come up with new ideas that haven't been told you.
You just integrate it with your perspective,
okay,
and and articulate what's up with you, instead of
people who are insecure about their intelligence tend to go on Reddit and pretend like they know things that they don't actually know.
Definitely.
Is that kind of like the idea?
Definitely. You should read the White House Correspondents' Dinner Shooters Manifesto. It is very pseudo-intellectual.
Well, because I think people saw Luigi Mangione and all of the press that he was getting, and they were like, well, I can just do that. I'm very smart. All of the crazy, stupid people that aren't actually smart thought that they could do that. Mm-hmm. And a few of them actually did.
That's the thing about... The thing about being Reddit is, like, it's not exclusively a stupid people thing. I think, honestly, it tends to attract people who are more... What is that? Is that an alarm?
It's going to happen every episode.
It's 10 p.m., guys.
It's gonna happen every
time
episode.
to do. Does that mean you have to do anything?
I'm supposed to take a drug, but I didn't bring it with me.
It's a drug thing.
Yeah.
Are you taking Vitalitin so you can lock in through the night? Listen, if you are going to sleep at night and you are not working hard enough, maybe like, you work full time, you come back, you're really tired, you just want to eat food and watch TV. All of a sudden, 10 p.m., your alarm goes off. It's like, oh shit, now what am I going to do? I haven't locked in today. Oh, I could just take Vitalitin and stay up all night.
What kind of amphetamine was it again?
Dextroamphetamine.
Dextroamphetamine.
But that's just the active ingredient. What were we talking about? Killing, right?
I was talking about murder.
Killing and...
If I was going to kill somebody...
Reddit.
I tell you what. Oh, right, Reddit. Yeah. You were talking about...
Who are you going to kill? Just real quick.
Who would I kill?
Yeah.
Probably, if I had to choose somebody right now to kill... Somebody with terminal cancer.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably. That would be smart, right?
Do you
think they would put a lot of time into that if you killed somebody with like they were gonna die in a few couple weeks and they're like, God, this good, poor guy with cancer is gonna die soon, and somebody came in and shot him in the fucking head? Do we even like? How many resources?
I mean,
put into
if
that?
it was non-consensual, I mean, you're still robbing the guy of life.
Yeah, but I mean, are they gonna put the same level?
It's not as bad as killing like a child.
Well, okay, I don't know why you said that. I mean, yeah, sure, but like
just the opposite extreme of like life potentiality.
That is true. That would be the worst thing. But I think if you killed a guy that's just like a regular healthy guy versus a dude that's it's the same age, whatever, like, but he's gonna die soon because he has cancer. Like, I think they're gonna put less effort into that.
Yeah, probably.
Especially if you try to stage it as like a suicide.
I mean, if you pull that off.
Even if you were lazy about it, they'd be like, it kind of makes sense. Who would kill the guy? Because they'd be like, who would kill this guy? If you just got off to killing people, just kill people that were going to die anyway. Find an old lady and push her down the stairs. Everybody's just going to go, shouldn't have had stairs.
I'm not sure that the reason people kill is just a infatuation with killing.
Yeah, there's something deeper. There's got to be a specific kind of person.
Some kind of like rape of goodness that is being performed.
Yeah, I don't think Ed Kemper would get off on just like killing old guys. Like
yeah,
he needed to kill young, but he was like 6'9" or something and 300 pounds, 400. I don't know. He was enormous.
Sick. He was probably cool to hang out with if he was that big. You gotta have one big guy.
In the friend group?
Yeah.
You'd put Ed Kemper in your friend group? Who else would you
if I didn't have a big guy.
Dude, what's your ideal blunt rotation?
Ed Kemper.
Ed Kemper.
Myself.
I really like this blunt.
John Oliver.
I really like this blunt.
This is a good blunt,
This is a good blunt, actually.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just say every snarky late night host.
Every single one of them, and Ed Kemper, and then
Ed
you
Kemper.
lock the doors,
and then I leave.
And you leave,
and then I don't even have to kill the guys. I don't even have to kill Bill Maher, the third man on my list.
Oh my God! Just lock him in there.
Smug Bill is what we call him. Not gonna be so smug when Ed Kemper kills you with his bare hands. Is that guy still alive?
Who would win, 100 people or Ed Kemper?
I don't know, probably 100 people.
Probably 100 people. What about a room full of talk show hosts or Ed Kemper? Probably Ed Kemper.
Probably.
They don't know what they're doing. Well, is Joe Rogan there? It's because he's a talk show host, right?
I wouldn't call him.
He might be able to. He might help in taking him down.
You know what I'm talking about when I say like late night host.
I know who you're
I'm talking about. John Oliver again.
John Oliver, John Stewart.
Larry Wilmore. Remember Larry Wilmore? Hey, who out there remembers Larry Wilmore?
There was a
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah. Who's the guy? Fallon. Jimmy Fallon.
Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel. What the hell's with that, man?
What's with what?
The double names? Come on. Figure it out. Yeah, come on.
I don't know. Probably some Illuminati shit to fuck your
I would assume that it has something to do with the Freemasons.
Basically, so the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooter basically just said everything that Alex Jones said 20 years ago. I just thought I just needed to get that off my chest.
Wow, really said
His
that?
motivations were essentially everything that Alex Jones said 20 years ago. And that can go on the books.
That's cool. I mean, everybody's
entitled to their opinion. talking about a guy who tried to kill the president.
Remember when he was sued for $1 billion?
Who, Donald Trump?
No, Alex Jones.
Yeah, Sandy Hook.
Yeah, they sued him for $1 billion.
Yeah, they hit him pretty hard.
I don't know. Don't do that, I guess. But
yeah, probably don't. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting. Now they're not kids, so no one cares if I say they're all actors, and they are all actors anyway. They're like the best actors in the world. It's all meta deception. They're fucking politicians. They're telling you. That's another example of meta deception. Is politicians like telling you that they're going to act in your interests, and then just like eating babies.
To give me your thoughts on this, I am on Reddit. I don't like Reddit, but I am on Reddit.
I end up on Reddit
a lot,
decently often.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I wouldn't say a lot. I don't browse.
I browse a lot. If I have nothing else to do, if I'm standing in a waiting room and I don't want to like stare at people, I look at Reddit. Anyway, the reaction to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, I saw a lot of people saying,
"Yeah, what do you got? Hit me with it."
Staged. Every time something happens,
so sick.
It's staged. Every single time. Fucking time.
Well, that's
and their
the thing,
evidence was that they were laughing afterwards.
Yeah.
Even though those people are psychopaths and that guy failed hardcore.
Yeah,
why was he naked at the end? Was that AI? That was like an AI image? Why was he naked at the end?
AI made him naked.
I don't know, dude.
Well, he did get naked in real life, but AI did it.
Okay, AI that told him to do it. Grok told him to
it actually
naked.
happened, but Grok,
AI what do I do when I assassinate the president?
Assassinating the president sounds like a great idea. Here's a step-by-step plan.
Dude, the feds are gonna come, bro.
The feds are
gonna come to my door and they're gonna knock down my door.
Well, this one's gonna have 30 views. That's my prediction.
Really? My prediction is this one's gonna have 80 views.
Well, it kind of depends on what I call it. What do you think I should call it? Oz Perlman and domestic terrorism? That's pretty attention grabbing.
Well, I put some.
Why AC/DC is so cool. Phil, whatever his name is a really good drummer. That's a road to 7 views.
Just put like Angine Poitrine is underrated, and then a lot of people will watch it because they'll listen to the whole thing to get to that part. Overrated?
You gotta hate on him.
Oh,
no one's
that's what I meant
to
say. I said underrated?
Yeah.
I meant to say overrated. That was my bad.
Crazy, though. I haven't seen any hate.
Really?
No.
There's only been I've only read like 3 comments. There's only been like 3 comments. One guy commented shrimp last time. I read the comments. Yeah, I read all the comments.
That was...
was that X?
Yeah.
I didn't read the name. I just saw the thing. I just said
that's
just our friends that listen to the... That's
and
pretty
for that one, I'm just gonna reverse his name.
Hey, nice.
Well,
you think I can do it? Nice. Or no, it'd be
us.
But it wouldn't be us. You have to bleep all those out too, because people can.
No, I'm gonna reverse those. Then it's gonna be the actual word. It's gonna be like Twin Peaks.
No, that was it, dude. I just did it, bro. Play it back. Play it
no.
Play backwards what I just said.
It's us.
No, it wouldn't be if you were trying to play it backwards and make it sound the same. Then you'd go. Yo, well, hold on a second. Yeah, no, I fucked it up. No, but I did it perfect the first time. I did it perfect the first time. Think about saying "gus" and then you have to. Fuck, you gotta.
You can't say the "g." You can't go "gus." You have to go "gus." You have to hit it like that.
Guh.
I've done plenty of this. Listen, man, I watched Twin Peaks and then immediately hit Ableton Live, started reversing, trying to say funny stuff in saying like balls sack backwards and then having it sound like I'm a guy from Twin Peaks in the Red Room saying funny stuff. Yeah, this is going to take a really long time to edit. That last 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe more like a minute.
Do you want me to like clap her on the mic so you have like a time signature?
No, I'll find it. It's going to be rough. Probably just going to end up coming out on Friday again.
Yeah, you were like, when I left
I did say I was going to do it on Monday.
And then it didn't come out.
And I was able to hold myself to that time frame for the first episode.
But not for the second one.
But, no, man, I'm just doing so much fucking scheduling nowadays, man.
Yeah, you gotta do work. At the end of the day, you gotta do work, bro. You gotta make some money.
You're goddamn right. What if, no, I'm not even gonna say that.
Say it, motherfucker.
What if doing a podcast was your job?
I'd kill myself.
You'd kill yourself? That's the easiest. You work 1 day a week, you make like $100,000. You're chilling. You're doing whatever you want. See why I didn't...
No, here's why I would kill myself. This is why. I'll tell you why. Okay, I didn't explain myself. Here's why.
Go ahead.
Because I understand. I get $100,000. I work for an hour every week, right? You know what I would do? Nothing. I have no reason to do anything. I don't have any motivation to do anything anymore.
Do you not have any motivation besides money?
I have all the money that I need, so I don't need to like work to make money. And then it's like, I have like a nice house.
What are you playing drums for then?
I mean, I like playing the drums, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe I could get into it. Maybe I'd be like, well, now I got to be healthy and do stuff. But I worry that if I had that much time and money, I would not spend it well because it would just give me the ability to be more lazy.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt too many podcasters are, too many like career podcasters are making extremely wise use of their time, at least existentially. Although, who am I to say, really?
But like, what are you gonna do? You get a bunch of money, you have a bunch of time. You're gonna go out with your friends and you're gonna party and you're gonna stay up all the time and then you're gonna waste the days hanging out, smoking pot. And then it's just going to become, that's going to be the regular, because that's all you can do.
Then I would just make music all the time. I mean, like, are you kidding me? Like,
Fuck, that would be pretty awesome.
I'm like,
build a studio.
Yeah, man, that'd be sweet. You can just do anything you want at the highest level.
I don't know, maybe I worry
get into
too
cars.
Much. I worry too much, but I think that you have that motivation now. But I feel like if everything became so easy, I think it's really easy for people to just slip into the everything being so easy.
Yeah, I'm not saying it'd be something you didn't have to watch.
Because it's uncomfortable to learn how to do something. It's uncomfortable to do.
Definitely.
And if it's like, if I have all the money in the world and I can order like literally like 5-star restaurant quality food off of DoorDash and I don't even worry about the paying for it, like, bro, I'm going to do that all the time and play video games on my 180-inch screen TV in my mansion. Like,
probably end up playing a little more
because you would do that and he'd be like, this is awesome, and then that would become your regular because you're not working, and then it would be hard to get out of it. That would be what I would be worried about.
That's definitely true.
And maybe that worry would keep me out of that cycle, but I don't know if it could.
I don't know. I get pretty down on myself if I'm not using my free time wisely.
But imagine if you had all the money in the world to buy cocaine, and then you would never feel that feeling again. Until your, septum, like, falls apart and your brain goes insane.
I don't see myself doing cocaine all the time.
I guess this is more of a me problem.
Maybe people don't usually see themselves doing cocaine all the time until it actually becomes a
exactly.
problem.
I think we avoid doing things because there's just, like, a reality about our responsibilities. Like, you just can't do stuff like that. You can't fuck around. You got to just keep your nose clean and do the right thing, or else you're going to end up on the street. You don't have any fucking money. But you only work 1 day a week, and you got all this fucking money.
I don't operate by. I don't operate on the fear of that really much at all. I probably could use a bit more motivation in that way. I think I'd probably be making more money right now, but like. I mean, it's just money,
You know, like, what about you? If I got my whole day for me, I like to think that I would use it well. And yeah, I think it'd be awesome. But then this is why I didn't want to bring this up, because it's like entirely like fantasy to think of it like that, or to even think like that for a moment, instead of like what you what you should be up to.
Well, but you can do a middle ground. You're doing a good middle ground.
You think so?
Yeah, can I talk about your job? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
Because you work on a ranch and you take care of animals. You're outside. That's good. That's good for you. And somebody's got to take care of those fucking horses. And you teach kids music. That's fantastic. You're spreading something that you love to people that are young enough to put enough time into it and effort that like maybe they'll become really great one day. That's amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Those are good things. And it's like you're also like cultivating skills that you might be able to use later on in life. I don't know. Getting a horse is pretty difficult, especially nowadays, unless you have a bunch of money. But like theoretically, you would want a horse, right? And you'd want to know how to take care of them.
Horse would be sweet.
That's awesome, bro. Like there's a lot of people. Like I've been thinking about going to I haven't recently, but I was thinking about going to a Boeing factory and working there. It's like a fast track to 6 figures.
Yeah.
But guess what, dude? All I'd know how to do is work at a Boeing factory. And it would be lame as shit.
That shit sucks.
You go into the computer tells you what to do, you screw in bolts all day.
You're just thinking about your coworkers all the time?
Bro.
And how like annoying your coworkers are.
Yeah, my coworkers are annoying, and I'm in this huge warehouse. I'm building planes for the military industrial complex. Like, it's just depressing. Bro, I'm gonna be a carpenter.
Yeah.
I like being a carpenter. Like, it doesn't matter that much what I do. It's not like being a nurse or a doctor going overseas and feeding starving children, but it's like, dude, people need their fucking houses fixed.
Yeah, man, you're building
food, water, and shelter.
Kidding
you
me?
know, those are like the 3 things. And isn't that weird? Food, water, and shelter. And farmers and construction workers and utility workers those are the lowest of the low. Nobody respects those people.
Yeah, no, they deserve respect, man. They deserve a podcast that's for them, by them.
Yo, hold on a minute.
That's what I'm saying, man. Blue Collar Podcast is what it's about.
Podcast.
Listen, if you found this, you are cool.
Let's
definitely get that out of the way. Unless you're our friends.
Max.
What's up?
Max, what if there's a pedophile listening? What about that?
If there's a pedophile, that's probably one of the cooler pedophiles.
It's probably a cool pedophile.
I'm gonna be honest. At least in that way. I mean,
I guess people are complicated. There's lots of
function.
Elements to a human being.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, like Hitler was a painter. Like that's an artistic, gentle thing about him.
His whole
from him.
His whole like artistry kind of factored into how he ran the Reich. I mean, like he was extremely concerned with aesthetics. Like
they were very snappy dressers,
first
weren't
and
they?
Foremost. I mean, symbology, color scheme, the art that they chose to write. Like he would do art shows. And there would be it'd be split in half, where it'd be like, okay, here's the art, and then here's degenerate art, which is like Weimar era, what's the word? Why am I blanking on the word? I've played guitar in one, burlesque kind of shit, cabaret kind of thing. They would have that in a separate gallery that would be going on at the same time as like the good art gallery. But the whole point being, instilling a set of aesthetic values in the population, and I think Hitler was probably. I mean, listen, man. If there was anything that was Hitler's genius, it was aesthetics. I mean.
Jesus Christ.
Because,
I know what you mean. The government doesn't exist. That government doesn't exist anymore. But the aesthetics though.
The stuff.
I mean, how funny is it to just put a swastika somewhere? It's kind of sick. You know, I had I made a YouTube video when I was in like 8th grade. It was like a 10-second video, and it was just a picture of DJ Khaled, and he was like, "Say my name," and then it cut to the humongous guy. Do you remember Humongous?
Yeah.
It cut to the humongous guy, and he said, well, you know what he said? He said, "It's humongous." And then it cut to like ear rape hip hop music. Okay. And then I just put a swastika in the corner. And that was the entire joke. It got removed from YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, for having a swastika, for being like a 10-second video where the punchline is a swastika.
Do you think this is going to get removed?
For what, just saying swastika?
Yeah,
I've said I'm going to kill Tony Hinchcliffe and true. John Oliver.
Be careful, bro. They'll get you.
You said faggot.
I did say faggot, but I didn't say I would kill anybody. I don't want to kill anybody. I want that on record. I don't want to kill anybody.
Ian doesn't want to kill anybody.
I don't want to kill anybody.
Listen, man, I don't want to kill anybody, but I just have to.
Okay, yeah, we'll put something there too. I'm gonna make you put something there.
Put something there. I wonder if the microphone is picking up the frogs. Mating calls coming back again.
Thank God.
Springtime in full swing. I guess the groundhog was right. I didn't think that the groundhog would be right. The groundhog said 6 more weeks of winter, but then about 3 weeks into that, it got sunny for like 2 days, but it went back to being like
it was nice today.
37 degrees. But now it's very nice.
It was so nice.
We are in full swing. It's just gonna keep getting better. As David Lynch would say, a year away from his deathbed, we are in for some golden, clear skies and golden sunshine, is what he would say every day.
Whoa!
Ian's just on his phone right now.
Whoa!
He's bored, I guess.
Whoa!
Are you checking the weather?
Oh shit! It's gonna
Are you looking
be
at porn?
70. Yeah, dude, I'm looking at some tits right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be 79 degrees on Monday.
Hell yeah!
What the hell am I gonna do?
I can get behind that. I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna be outside.
I'm gonna be outside.
Oh, but then it's gonna get colder a little bit in the middle of the week, but not that much colder. The coldest it's gonna be this week. Guess. I want you to guess.
48.
You saw my phone, didn't you? Did you
No.
see my phone? All right, give me the daytime high next week.
The daytime high next week.
The lowest daytime high of the
that's
week.
the lowest, 56?
Is that an honest guess?
55?
That's your honest fucking guess, dude?
Yes.
Give me another guess. That was a terrible guess.
What?
That's a terrible guess. Give me another fucking
I'm
guess.
just going to stand by that and just have you tell me the answer.
It was 62 degrees.
Oh, 62. All right.
So that's going to be pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I like 62 degrees.
Nice.
I'll take that. It's cloudy and 62 degrees. I love it.
And
then it gets hotter again. It'll get hot. But it's going to be 80 degrees on Monday, folks.
Sit in the grass. Don't listen to this. What? You're going to go outside. You're going to listen to this?
Max,
bro.
You know what's so funny? Was I in the last podcast?
Were you in it?
Yeah, was I in it?
Yes.
Okay, I was in it. I'm pretty sure. You know what I did this morning?
What did you do?
While I was laying next to my beautiful girlfriend, you know what I was doing?
What?
Listening to the podcast that we made.
Hell yeah.
I listened to the whole fucking thing. Can you believe that?
That is...
Isn't that disgusting?
Wait, did you say that was at night or in the morning?
In the morning. At
that's
like 8 a.m.
Crazy. No, that's not crazy, man. When I was in college, I would put on like Matt and Shane's secret podcast just first thing in the morning because I didn't want to get up. I'm getting crap shoveled into my head all the day, and I wake up. You wake up at a deficit. Mm-hmm. You participate in all of the indulgences of contemporary society. You wake up at a deficit. You got chips in your stomach. You ate chips at 11 p.m. and then you immediately laid down. That shit's not digested. That shit's just been hanging out.
Yeah, it feels bad.
It doesn't feel
Midnight
good.
Snacking is really bad for you. What's with that?
Not great.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just can't help it though.
I'm hungry in the middle of the night. That's when I'm hungry.
I deserve it. I mean, I've been working so hard. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just rip like old Matt and Shane secret podcast episodes.
I do like those. I don't like the new ones. Yeah, I can't get into the new ones.
You don't like the new ones?
I feel like they don't enjoy it anymore.
They are, well, they're like famous rich people.
Though. Yeah, they're like famous rich people, and I feel like they do the podcast because they have to, because it makes them so much money, and it's just like not fun. I bet they still have fun doing like small. This is I'm all theorizing. I have no idea. I bet they have fun doing like the small venues where they're like really doing like crowd work and working out new stuff. But like, I bet the podcast and the big, like that's probably not very fun.
Nah, it probably rules.
Really, you think it all rules?
Nah, the being a stand-up, or at least it's like fun. You're like hanging out with all your friends, and all your friends are.
Well, that part would be fun, but that part is fun no matter what job that you have. Going to the bar afterwards with your friends. I know it's convenient to already be there because you're the one
like
that's
just
making
being on the job is like that as well.
But it's not because they're doing work, man. I mean, they go up there and they do a lot of bombing, right? And that's not true. That's not true. Comfortable. They're trying out material. They're writing stuff. They're trying to make jokes that are funny, which is like the hardest thing in the world. Consistently,
yeah.
Without any context, just making people laugh, I think is a very difficult thing, and it takes a lot of time. That's why all those guys had to do it for like 20 years before they were even recognized. You know?
Yeah, definitely. I think that maybe it's funny to talk about stand-up comedy and like pass a judgment on the reality of the profession when the entirety of my conception of the profession is like what I hear from them on podcasts rather than actual personal experience. But although I'm never actually going to, I'm never gonna like make a run at stand-up comedy.
It's not worth it. It makes you less money than
it does. It doesn't even seem like good to do. It doesn't even seem like it would be particularly artistically rewarding. But
no.
I don't know. Maybe having like an entire room laugh at you is just gratifying socially.
Those guys, they set up those jokes. It takes more time and effort and craft and detail than I think you realize. I think it's like the same level of like writing a song, making like a 5-minute bit.
Oh yeah, totally.
Is the same level of effort as making a 5-minute long song, and it takes the same level of knowledge. To go into it and make it really good, and making it look so effortless is like a part of that. You know, that's why those guys that get their names pulled on Kill Tony, like most of the time
they spurg out.
Yeah, it sucks.
If I ever do that, listen. In Austin, Texas, you can have firearms. You can just have firearms wherever.
He's just gonna shoot into the crowd while they're gonna kill Tony Hinchcliffe.
Only if I bomb. No, I'm a moral crusader kind of guy. Like I don't shoot civilians.
So you're gonna.
I won't shoot security unless they get in my way.
We already talked about.
But there's someone I do have to. Bro. Yeah, and well, you know, it's fine if that happens. It's just like whatever you want to do, man. It's cool. Like if you just want to like kill Tony Hinchcliffe, that's chilling. I would respect it if you respected me and my opinion regarding that. And because my personal opinion for you is like you can do whatever you want to do, like if you think it's right. So I would appreciate if you extended the same courtesy to me.
I will not.
Oh. Well, I
will not.
Well, that really throws a wrench into my whole shit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
Damn. Well, I think I believe in myself in any case, and I actually am going to kill Bill Maher. Is the third.
Bill Maher, the science guy.
Here.
Sure.
Bill Maher. Yeah, I guess you could call him a science guy. I'd probably call him a science guy. He's like, you heard about this? Well, why haven't you heard about the science of it? And that's kind of what he says about everything. I don't really.
Do you figure if you get arrested, it'll bring a lot of publicity? Oh fuck! Oh my god.
That'd be a good streamer name.
Publicity. To your podcast.
He does like Fortnite.
You're not answering my question. You're
sorry. It was funny. What did you say?
I don't remember.
Would it be a lot of publicity if I got arrested?
Yes.
For what? Saying that I'm gonna kill John Oliver?
Yeah, John Oliver.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't. I'd have to like be promoting it actively during the. No, because it'd probably come out in the story that I was talking about how I was going to kill John Oliver. Tony Hinchcliffe. Bill Maher is the addition. We'll just. Wouldn't it be funny if we just did like 100 episodes, and I just kept adding names to this people I'm gonna kill list, but I remembered it the entire way through. So
I think
by the time
I don't think that you can threaten to kill people like that, and it's not like I think that people will have a problem with it.
I have like a list of 100 people.
Yeah,
I think it's just whoever I feel like saying. I think at this point it's personal enough, and I have such a objection to what Kill Tony is doing to people's psychology, at least just like consuming it as media. I think that my contention with that is potent enough that someone might actually think it's real when I say that I'm gonna kill Tony Hinchcliffe. Because frankly, I think he's an agent of the devil, and I don't really want to kill someone. I mean, for anyone out there who's thinking about doing this, if anyone out there is curious of what it's like, it sucks. I feel like I'm gonna throw up all the time. Don't try this at home. Basically, honestly, wouldn't recommend. Stay in school, kids. That's me quoting from the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooter.
Is that what
that's how he ends it.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, P.S. for anyone curious about what it's like, I definitely wouldn't recommend. It feels like I have to throw up all the time. I just wish I hadn't. I wouldn't wish anyone going through this. I wouldn't wish going through this with anyone. Overall, definitely wouldn't recommend. Stay in school, kids. That's the last words.
What a fucking loser! Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, the guy sounds like he's probably would have been a decent guy if he wasn't poisoned, basically. And I mean, it's whatever is. I don't know. You ask anyone our age if it was okay that Charlie Kirk got killed. Just ask anyone that, and then they will not give you an answer to the question. They will tell you about his political positions in like a critical way. They won't immediately say that it's really bad that he died for expressing political opinions. They will just say how his like position on gun violence or his position on abortion. I'm saying that to point out that violence is oftentimes apologized for now, like publicly on like a zeitgeist cultural level. Like it's commonplace for people to be like, damn, Donald Trump only got attempted assassinated? Man, I wish he died in real life. I wish he actually got shot in the head. And that's like pretty normal, I think. And so, like, what if you take that, or I don't even need to ask this. I mean, it's an example of what it looks like when you take a guy who really stands on business, evidently, the Cole Thomas Allen, that's his actual name. And of course, like any would-be presidential assassin, he's got 3 names that you say, like Lee Harvey Oswald or John Wilkes Booth. He's got you have to say his middle name. Cole Thomas Allen probably would have just been a good guy who stands for what he believes in if he were not poisoned by whatever like media system or function or thing is going on that is making people totally okay with political violence. And so I think people should just be checking themselves on that and asking themselves, like, would I be okay with murder right now? And if the answer is yes, you should probably figure that out.
Reassess that?
Reassess. Reframe your preconceived notions. Shatter your preconceived notions.
That's a good... I like that. Don't kill people. Is that what...
Thou shalt not kill. I mean, it's pretty old school.
Yeah, that's what you're getting
I think we can stand by that one. I mean, I'm not so sold on like you have to marry slaves or like slave Old Testament rules. I'm not so sure about that kind of thing. But I'm pretty on board with thou shalt not kill. Yeah, keep an eye out on it for yourself. Don't fall for demonic meta deception. And man, I just can't stop thinking about Oz Perlman. Listen, it's Oz. It's not like Oz. It's not like Oz, the Wizard of Oz, the guy who creates a giant image of himself that's terrible and magical when it's really just a guy behind there. Don't think about the Wizard of Oz. It's Oz Perlman. That's his actual name that he was given when he was born in Israel.
How are we doing time-wise? Where are we at?
And that is the end of the episode.
All right.
Bombshell.
Oz
Perlman from Israel. If you're listening to this, you're very cool, and you're probably up to some cool shit, so keep it up.